In terms of the prep, I've known Don longer than anyone. I arrived in 1976, he arrived in 1980.
Don was a 25-year constant for me.
I have known Don for 18 years.
I started in the school in 1984, and Don was already here, obviously.
When he came to the upper school as head of both schools.
Mr. Kawasoe's kind of know my family through multiple decades even, so.
I remember as long as I can remember, every time I saw him, he remembered me, remembered my name.
So I first met Don when I applied for the position as the director of the Norval Outdoor School. That's what really actually sold the job for me, was talking to Don, who'd just done that job for 15 years and seeing the passion.
I didn't have my rubber boots with me, or a pair of rubber boots with me, and it was pouring, raining, teeming. And Don, being the gentleman that he is today, took his rubber boots off and he put them on my feet and said, out we go, and so out we went.
That the whole time when he was working at Norval, people knew Don because he would always have these pair of rainbow suspenders.
His hair used to be longer, it used to be centrally parted, and now of course it's easy to see that he hasn't got quite as much hair as he had in those days.
Isn't he a great dresser? That's another thing I don't like about him. He's a really good dresser. Pull your tie down just once, Don. That's what I'd like to see. Catch him with, hair out of place or something.
So we'd stand somewhere and be talking, and then he'd say, okay, now we're going to go and look at that program, and they're working out of Carson's Cup, so let's go over there. And then he would just turn around and run. It was nuts. I was so tired at the end and thinking to myself, how does this guy do it?
I don't know how he's been able to last this long, the pace that man keeps up.
I remember my first couple of years working with him, I tried to get him to go home at a reasonable hour, and he just looked at me sort of with a blank state. He just couldn't imagine not going above and beyond every day.
Maybe you don't notice it year one, but then after 10 years you say, my gosh, look what this guy has done.
He's brought his set of values, and I think Don has a very strong set of values that deal with honesty and compassion and cooperation.
We have 3 campuses at this school, and Don is the first person to truly bring those together in a meaningful way. Norval, the prep school, the upper school.
Building connections with others, building knowledge and strength within yourself, and deepening your connection with nature. Those pillars of Norval really were defined by Don, not by me. I just carried them on.
He is, the Lou Gehrig of note takers. Don will sit around a table of 15 extroverts, and we're all rattling about different ideas, and all of a sudden he's put together a coherent argument. And then at the very end of the meeting, he'll offer his insight, which actually wins the day.
There's a bazillion things this guy's got to deal with. All the co-curriculars in athletics and the arts and debating, and he's always there.
What are you doing here? Why are you here on a Friday night? You don't have to be, everything's under control.
I think last month I was out in Norval on a Sunday afternoon for an open house, and I didn't see Don the first 20 minutes I was there. And I went around congratulating myself about being that bold leader, showing up for everything. Where's that rat Kawasoe? I made that as a joke, and someone said, oh no, Don's been here for 2 hours. He's actually making the pancakes.
We've gone to Europe and England and Scotland, and we've gone across Canada on band trips, and Don would come with us. I could just deal with the music without having to worry about all the other things. He was the #1 guy I would take on a trip anywhere.
As far back as I can remember, every major sports tournament or game that we've had, every single performance with the jazz band, he's been there sitting in the front row.
That's my group of 10. I'm going to go down to the low ropes course with them, and I'm going to lead zigzag with these kids. The head of the school, with these 10 grade 7 boys, spending 2.5 hours leading a team building activity.
I've been in touch with a number of ex-colleagues seeking dirt on Don, and I have come up with absolutely nothing.
And actually one of my boys did refer to Don at one point as Mr. UCC.
Dedicated,
caring, really nice guy.
Great colleague.
And he's got a leadership style where he really rolls up his sleeves and gets into things with you.
He's interested in trying to figure out how to make things work.
I've been amazed, I think, to see his ability to manage crises.
Like the most upset parents, I see them walking into Don's room, like on the verge of chaos, and I see them walking out. Even if they don't agree with the decision, it's like, Don, he heard us through.
He's been a friend, he's been a role model, and a mentor for 16 years for me, and that's hard to replace.
Don will be remembered for his ability to listen and really to ensure that everybody has a voice.
Well, Donald, I hope you enjoy your retirement. It's more than deserved.
Really thank you for being a transformative leader for the school.
Mr. Kawasoe, best of luck to you in everything you want to do after your retirement. Good luck, and you'll definitely be missed here.
Please don't change your phone number in case I need to call you. Thank you.
Just don't go!
A big thank you.
All the best.
Dawn, you will be greatly missed.
You're the one who keeps the place ticking over in many, many different ways. And still waters run deep, and you epitomize that.
Don, thank you.